Next Week in Wolfeboro is underwritten by the Downtown Grill Cafe. The Downtown Grill Cafe is located at 33 Main Street in beautiful Wolfeboro, New Hampshire, with a fantastic view of Lake Winnipesaukee and Cape Park. Hours of operations are daily from 7 a.m. until 3 p.m. For more information about this underwriter, check out the website www.downtowngrill.cafe.
Welcome to Next Week in Wolfeboro. I'm your host, Will Hunter. We're coming to you on Zoom for Wolfeboro Community Television, where we bring your community to view. We say thank you to our friends at the Downtown Grill Cafe for underwriting Next Week in Wolfeboro. It is through their support and yours that programs like ours are possible in Wolfeboro Community Television. If you'd like to underwrite a program for Wolfeboro Community Television, please contact our producers at 569-0219. We also want you to let your friends and family from out of town know they can watch this program on Facebook and YouTube. Once you're either logged into Facebook or YouTube, just search for Wolfeboro Community Television and you'll find us on Next Week in Wolfeboro. Okay, let's head right over to the train station here to hear from Ms. DeVries of the Chamber of Commerce about upcoming events and programs for the week ahead. We'll send it over to you, Mr. DeVries.
Hi, and welcome to Next Week in Wolfeboro. My name is Mary, and this is what's happening coming up in your town. The Cornhole League has started, or is starting right now as you're listening to this, I'm pretty sure. So if you still want to get in on the fun, just give Parks and Recreation a call at 569-5639. Reminder that the Wolfeboro Friends of Music is presenting Yardbird Temple. It's a great band. This will be a virtual concert on the 17th at 7:30 in the evening. It's about a 1-hour concert, and you just need to register to receive the link at no cost, and you do that through email at info@wfriendsofmusic.org. Reminder too that the library has story times for children and virtual and in-person book discussions for the adult folks. Fishing, it's now open fishing season on the lake for trout and salmon. And do you know that right in Wolfeboro there's more than one shop where you can pick up all your fishing supplies that you might need, and there's bait available. If you need help finding those stores, please call us here at the Chamber of Commerce. We'd love to chat. You can also come up to our information center and we can talk in person. Our phone number is 569-2200, and we are located in the former railroad station. All right, I guess that's what we have for now. Remember to shop, dine, and have fun in your town. We'll see you.
Thank you, Mr. DeVries. Here are some things I would like to share with everyone. We'll start with some general information. Wolfeboro Public Library is offering free AARP income tax preparation help by appointment. Submission of filling requirements to the IRS have been extended until May 17th, but don't wait. For more information, please call the library at 569-2428. Applications for financial assistance to Lakes Region music students is available from Great Waters Scholarship Program. Must be submitted by April 30th, 2021. For more information, please call 569-7710 or find it on the Great Waters website, www.greatwaters.org. On Tuesday, April 20th, the Knights lacrosse team will play the Inner Lakes High School at 6:00 p.m. On Wednesday, April 21st, Wolfeboro Public Library is holding a history book discussion group meeting at 2:00 in the afternoon. This will be an in-person meeting at the library. They'll be discussing the book Fiasco, the American Military Adventure in Iraq by Thomas Ricks. For more information, please call 569-2428. The Kingswood Knights baseball and softball teams will play the Winnisquam High School teams at 4:00 p.m. Wolfeboro Children's Center hosts a virtual trivia night every week on Wednesdays from 7 until 8:00 p.m. For more information, please call 569-1027. On Thursday, April 22nd, the 51st anniversary of Earth Day is celebrated on Thursday, April 22nd. The theme for Earth Day 2021 is Restore the Earth. How will you celebrate Earth Day this year? What things can you do to restore the Earth? Wolfeboro Public Library has a virtual children's story time every Thursday at 10:30 a.m. For more information, please call the new children's librarian at 569-2428. Okay, let's send over to the Parks and Recreation Department for an update on upcoming programs and events for the week ahead. Assistant Recreation Director Bo Betts is at the desk today. We'll send it over to you, Bo Betts.
Hey Will, Bo here from Wolfeboro Parks and Rec. Just checking in with you guys this week. So we've been live with our programs now for just over a week and a half. Things are starting to slowly fill up. There are still plenty of spaces in summer camp, so definitely check that out. We have a collaboration right now going with our town's rec committee, that is Wakefield, Alton, New Durham, Rochester, Wolfeboro, and Ossipee, and we have a Go Take a Hike program running right now. We're just trying to encourage people to get outside, get off the beaten path a little bit, check out some of the surrounding trails in the surrounding towns. You can find that in our brochure as well. If you complete a certain amount of the hikes, we ask that you send a picture to us kind of showing the hike that day, and you can get a kind of a cool sticker that goes with that, sort of a patch or a sticker. Other than that, we have added a couple of new programs to our brochure. This week we have the free tennis and yoga program that starts up on, I believe, May 22nd, and that is run through Advantage Kids. It will be a 4-week program for an hour and a half each week. They do an hour of beginner tennis lessons and then a half hour of yoga. That is for kids ages 6 to 12. You can sign up through the Advantage Kids website. That is also linked to our brochure. Another program that we added that we had a lot of interest in was a 4 to 6-year-old soccer program. It's called Minion Soccer. That is another soccer program that starts off in the second week of May, I believe, and will be a 4-week program as well. So definitely check that out. We're doing our best to update our brochure weekly, add new programs. If there's any changes, we're definitely making those changes. So be sure to go online, make an account with us, check out our brochure weekly, kind of see what we have going on and what's coming up soon. And then on another note, beach passes have been ordered. Those should be in the next week or so, we're hoping. So as soon as we're ready to kind of distribute those, we will make a post on Facebook and have something on our town website explaining that process as well. Other than that, I hope everybody has a great week. Enjoy the weather and get outside. Back to you, Will.
Thank you, Bo Betts. And now we are from the library. We'll send it over to you.
Hi, Will. I'm Joyce Davis, Adult Services Librarian, bringing you news from the library today. First, the Lakes Region Genealogy Interest Group has 2 programs coming right up. The German Special Interest Group will continue its series of programs on Wednesday, April 21st at 7 p.m. with Not Quite Hieroglyphics, reading the German handwriting. And the next day, Thursday, April 22nd, Brian Reinhardt will discuss navigating the records of the War of 1812 at 6:30 p.m. To sign up for either of these sessions, please email lakesrgig17@gmail.com. Our children's librarian, Jeannie Snowden, has been busy. She's hosting a virtual preschool story time every Thursday morning at 10:30. You can sign up for your Zoom invitation on our website. This week, she'll be reading rhyming books for Poetry Month. And we've added something new. Jeannie will be recording a bedtime story hour for older kids. It will be posted on our websites on Wednesday evenings. She's currently reading Book 1 of the Spiderwick Chronicles. Well, you may or may not know that April is National Poetry Month. And in honor of this, I'm going to read a short poem from Billy Collins, my absolute favorite poet. He's deep, but he's funny, and he's just a pleasure to read. So I'm going to read an excerpt from The Trouble with Poetry. The trouble with poetry, I realized as I walked along a beach one night, cold Florida sand under my bare feet, a show of stars in the sky. The trouble with poetry is that it encourages the writing of more poetry. more guppies crowding the fish tank, more baby rabbits hopping out of their mothers into the dewy grass. And how will it ever end? Unless the day finally arrives when we have compared everything in the world to everything else in the world, and there is nothing left to do but quietly close our notebooks and sit with our hands folded on our desks. We have several book discussions on tap. On Wednesday, April 21st at 2 p.m., Mike Hodder will be leading our history book group to discuss Fiasco by Thomas Ricks. Ricks has written the definitive account of the Iraq War, calling upon hundreds and hundreds of military officers and accessing more than 30,000 pages of official documents. So there's still time to pick up a copy of Fiasco. Once again, Jeannie Snowden is introducing a new book group for teens and tweens, our middle school, high school book chat. The first chat will take place on Wednesday, April 28th at 4 p.m. with a discussion of the novel Peak by Roland Smith. When 14-year-old climbing enthusiast Peak Marcello's long-lost father presents the opportunity for them to summit Mount Everest together, Peak doesn't think twice. The author uses Peak's own words to tell the gut-wrenching story of what happened on their climb to the top of the world. Our next second Tuesday book discussion will take place on May 11th at 1 o'clock to discuss Kent Harriff's novel Our Souls at Night. It's a spare and bittersweet novel about a widow, Addie Moore, and her widower neighbor, Lewis Waters, who come together in their shared loneliness to wrestle with events of their past lives. All of our book groups, by the way, are open to all. We have a limited capacity due to COVID, so we're maxing out at 15 people. And our next mystery book group will meet on Tuesday, May 18th at 11 a.m. to discuss The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. It's the story of Alicia Berenson, a famous painter who shoots her fashion photographer husband. After the incident, she goes completely silent. This book has been called the perfect thriller, and you may pick up a copy anytime. Back to you, Will.
Thank you. And now, Father Cole is back with us this week for an update from St. Katharine Drexel Catholic Church. Hello, Father Cole. Send it over to you.
Well, yeah. Well, hi, Will. Thank you again for having us on for this week at St. Katharine Drexel. I'm here with Gertrude Hammond.
Good morning, Father.
Who heads up all of our faith formation and youth ministry here, and has been marvelous in coordinating the masses during this pandemic.
Thank you,
I
Father.
really appreciate all that you're doing, very much so. But just to let you know a few things, Will, and all of you who are listening, we're just now getting into the Easter season. And so Easter Day lasted for 8 days, the octave, the 8 days of Easter. And it ended this past Sunday, Divine Mercy Sunday. And the candle was in the center aisle, representing the risen Christ. The Easter candle represents the presence of the risen Christ. And now the Easter candle is next to the pulpit, the ambo, and it will stay there until April the 23rd,
Yes.
which is Pentecost Sunday, the coming of the Holy Spirit upon the apostles, and of course upon us as well. And that will conclude the Easter season. So it lasts for 50 days. It's a long, long, wonderful season of resurrection and life. The death and resurrection, that's called the Paschal mystery, that in order to rise, you have to die. And I always, you have to die to being a child, to become an adolescent. You die to be an adolescent, to becoming an adult. We die and rise, but there's always more to come. And we look forward now to the full, total resurrection where we share the resurrection of Christ. So death and resurrection go together, and this wonderful season of resurrection and life it's just begun. And it's going to last for 6 more weeks. 6 more weeks. Now, the big news for us here at St. Katharine Drexel and the other churches is that once this virus began last March, we have not been able to bring communion to people who are in their homes, homebound, who can't get out. We always had Eucharistic ministers who brought communion every week, and now we can begin again.
Yes.
And Deacon Chris Connolly, Deacon candidate Chris Connolly, is going to head this up. And this weekend, Deacon Rick will preach. It's the Deacon's weekend. And then he'll introduce Chris, and Chris will make a little presentation. We're asking you, if you know of anybody who's at home, who can't get out, who would like Holy Communion, Chris is going to coordinate that. Make sure that we have everybody with a Eucharistic minister once a week. They can get communion once a week. Call ahead of time, visit them, and bring them the Eucharist. So it's kind of exciting.
It is exciting.
Yeah, really.
Yes.
No, really.
Yes.
Because people have been hungering for the Eucharist. At the beginning, when we didn't have church at all, I was giving general absolution. Isn't that great? Just forgive everybody's sin. I kind of like that, actually. But now, if you want to go to confession, give a call. I'll try to get over there to give you confession. But so Chris will be starting that. So that's kind of big news for us here.
It's very big news, especially since Father Cole, we've had all the young parishioners who have served as extraordinary ministers of communion since we've been back in the church,
Right.
so that we don't want our older population to be at risk, and they have done a beautiful job. And so it's exciting to know that now that people are being vaccinated, we can invite people to bring communion to their homes. So it's great to be able to invite our older parishioners back to this ministry, and also serve some of our parishioners who
Right.
can't come to the church still,
That's
or
right.
ever, because they're older. So that's pretty exciting.
So I've got my shots, and Father Jerry has his, and Deacon Rick
Yep.
has yours. And
And
you've got
I'm getting my second shot next week, Father.
next week.
Because
So
it's just I'm
well,
just
you're
in
young.
my age.
You have to get in line.
My age category, when it opened up, I went for my first shot that first week, and now the second shot is coming.
Right.
And because of that, I am happy to tell you, Father Cole, that while we're in this season of Pentecost, till Easter, till Pentecost on May 23rd, we continue to meet with our young adults for Faith and Life, and there have been about a dozen of us meeting every other Tuesday. And those young adults would now like to offer a lock-in as the good weather comes back. We're hoping to have one outside. So the plans are in progress for that. So if you've been to a lock-in before, or you've volunteered, please reach out to me. I'd love to have you be involved, because as we kick that off again, we need to regather and regroup, and that's really exciting. The other thing I would say is graduation, I think, is going to happen for our local communities, which Father Cole and I are very excited about. And for those of you who have been part of St. Katharine Drexel Parish, as well as your local community, I want to remind you of the Father George Ham Fund and the scholarships that are available. And so if you go on our website, St. Katharine Drexel's website, under the Faith Formation tab, you'll see the Father George Ham Memorial Fund and information about those scholarships and my contact information. So please, if you're graduating this year and you're eligible, Father Cole and I would love to know, because those scholarships are available. We do distribute them in person. We're hoping to do that. And we also invite you to the parish in June to be recognized as graduating seniors this year. So I just want to remind people the deadline for that is May 1st. So you have a few weeks to prepare that. I know many of you are getting ready to commit to your colleges.
Yeah, and the form is in the entrance
Right
of
on
the
our
church?
website. It's right. Everything
On
is
the
on our website, and if you can't find it, just email me. My contact information is also on the website.
Okay, okay, so
So,
George
St.
Ham,
Katharine
Father
Drexel.
George Ham scholarships. So please, do apply, and we're congratulations on graduating. I know it's been a difficult year for the kids at school,
Yes.
think of it,
Yes.
but now they're getting ready to go on to college.
Yes, and we've been praying for all of you and for all our educators in the community. We're thrilled that you're beginning to feel safe to return to your athletics, your classrooms, and looking forward to the college or whatever you're looking forward to when you graduate. So we're excited for you.
And well, speaking of athletics, now did you notice here the Masters sweater? See the Augusta National, and then the jacket. I have it both. I have the jacket and the sweater, and I love to wear these around. I've been to the Masters 4 times. 4 times.
Wow.
My younger brother took me 4 times. At the time he lived in Atlanta. So, so the lesson is stay on good speaking terms with your brother, and maybe you'll go to the masses someday. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Gertrude.
Thank you, Father Cole.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you, Father Cole. Thank you for tuning into our weekly program. Remember, there's always something to do in and around Wolfeboro. If you'd like to add an event to our program, please contact Wolfeboro Community Television station at 569-0219 or send an email to wctv25@gmail.com. We hope to see you out and about, and we look forward to seeing you next week. With clear eyes and full hearts, I'm Will Hunter for Wolfeboro Community Television, bringing your community to view.